everyone, it is Fantastic for Real here, and I am back with another part of Planet Zoo. We are in our new zoo, Zootopia, and we are at part number 3. And I don't know if you guys see this, but our otters actually had babies. So they have 3 little babies in their habitat, which is so exciting. So here are the babies. Look at them up close. They are so cute, so adorable. I'm so happy that, oh, and they're swimming in the sand. Okay. I'm so happy that they had some babies. It was actually happening while I was trying to just wait for our money to go up. I did add a few things into our park. So I added like a little seating area over here where people could just bring a picnic lunch or do whatever they want. Eventually, when we kind of level up our mechanic skills for like different sceneries and stuff, we could probably put like a building around this or like a tent or something, so that way there they can get some food and then come over here and eat. I've put a ton of bins around this park just because guests have a tendency to get food and then bring it to the different see they already are starting. Even though there's bins right here, they like to just throw their trash on the ground, which is really annoying. And I don't know how else to keep the park clean other than having a what are they called? I can't, caretaker. So that way there they can come around and clean up the trash and stuff. But I don't know how else to do it because when I move them to the specific area where there's trash, they just kind of glitch out and just stand there. Don't really do anything. I did have to add these signs in as well, which are kind of glitching as well, but there's a quiet sign because bungalows just like to be quiet. So just you need to just be quiet so they don't get scared. And then there's also please do not feed the animals where the habitat is so close and they could just kind of throw trash in or people food in, which is not good for the animals either. So I added in these as well over here at the otter exhibit just because our habitat, just because I just don't want them to be throwing in food and stuff to the otters. But now we have little babies. It's so exciting. There's 3 of them. I don't think I've ever gotten 3 babies before. I've gotten like 1 or 2, but never like a huge amount, which is kind of exciting. But yeah, they're all pretty like good quality animals too, so we can definitely release them into the wild and they will give us some conservation points as well. So but yeah, they're all pretty good. So their nutrition isn't so great. The cleanliness isn't so great right now. So what we will do is we'll have a keeper come over. So that way there they can just feed the animals. But yeah, so they've got 3, so 2 boys and a girl, which is exciting. Once they age up though, we will have to release them into the wild. I just don't want them to start fighting and the girl to inbreed with the dad or the brother or whatever. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But this is our zoo. It's coming along. I'm going to try and do some research on the different buildings just so that we can spruce the place up a little bit so it looks a little bit better. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait until something either happens or we get a little bit more money so we can look to see what other animals are on the trading post. I don't want to look now because I have a tendency to get really excited and get the animals before I start filming again. So like I said, I will just kind of wait and see if we get a little bit more money. I just really don't want our zoo to go bankrupt like the other one. And I think once I start adding in some more like plants and different things, it will start looking a little bit better. Right now it's very open just because, I don't know, I just didn't want to keep moving plants over if we're going to start expanding. I do kind of want to create like a river in this zoo, maybe like that kind of goes along certain areas of the zoo. I think that would be kind of fun to create kind of like a river or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we'll just hopefully we get a little bit more money. Hopefully people start coming in and taking a look at our zoo. I'm not paying for advertisement this time, which is what I did in my last zoo. I don't know if that's what made us go bankrupt. I really don't know because it wasn't really that expensive. It was like $1,000 annually. So I'm not going to pay for advertisement this time. So we'll just see how it goes. And in the zoo that I did on my own, where I got like over $1 million in challenge mode, I didn't pay for any advertisement. It's just like I just kept getting good quality animals, and people just kept coming and showing up. So we'll see. I did notice that some of the guests were complaining that there was no food or drinks. That's why I added in the food and drink area. But I'm just going to speed it ahead. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more money so we can create a new habitat this part. All right, you guys, so we're back. We have a little bit more money, almost 17,000. So I figured we could get another animal, create another habitat. So I was looking through the trading post, and there is not a whole lot. I mean, there is this African buffalo up here. Oh, they've expired. Oh, no. Okay, well, because I was thinking it could be kind of that warmer weather area over here. But then also I saw this crocodile over here, I think. Kirby's dwarf caiman. So that might be kind of interesting to do. And we could make like a water area again, because we do have the water cleanliness thing over here. Oh, although I think I do have to add one for the otters because it didn't quite reach. Let's see, what else? That's pretty much it. I don't know if I want to do any of these. I mean, the monkeys kind of seem interesting. Or the buffalo, the bison, or even the African wild dog might be interesting. I've never done the African wild dog exhibit. So we could get her and then get the male. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do an African wild dog exhibit? And what I think I might do is, I don't know if I want to add it kind of like over here behind, well, then it'll be behind the bathrooms. Unless like I kind of made like a path coming from over here and did it like that. All right, well, we'll do the African wild dogs this time, and I will try to see, because I don't want to keep like adding next to each other. I kind of want to make like paths. All right, well, we'll see. I'm going to jump right into making their habitat. we have the African dog, the wild African dog habitat, and I think it came out pretty good. I have this little dip here in the land that I'm thinking of putting kind of like a little house or something here, kind of like a walk through. That way there they can kind of see the African wild dogs down here in this area. I don't know. And then I was thinking once we get a little bit more money, just kind of adding some more rocks around and making it look a little bit better. But I didn't want to go too overboard with the scenery and the coverage because first, the African wild dogs, they do not like a lot of coverage, but also I just didn't want to run out of money. So, but this is where we have left off. I did have to add a little transformer over here. I may take that out because I may take this out. I'm not really sure yet, but I wanted to add a little bit more education boards just because that is one of the things that the inspector judges you on, is so that you have a lot of, education boards or something. But I did add this little path over here, so if we take that out, we can add another habitat over here or something. I don't know, our zoo's coming along, so we now have 3 habitats, and I don't know, I think it looks really good. I did make this little hard shelter. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I kind of want to add like a bigger tree here just to kind of cover up the imperfections of the hard shelter because it does look kind of weird. But I don't know. I tried my best. I do like this little sunken down area for the African wild dogs. I think it's really great with all of their toys. And then I'm hoping that a lot of the guests will come over here and take a look at them because there is a little a one-way mirror over here. So the African wild dogs cannot see out, but all of the guests can see in. So I don't know. I think it came out really well. I added it to our work zone, which will be great so that our mechanics can go in there and our zookeepers can go in there. And the vets and stuff, but now that we have 3 habitats, it's going to get a little bit crazier, I think. But I want to add, what I want to do is once we get enough money, is I want to make the habitats not look like habitats, like boxes. I want to make them more like they're part of nature. So I want to add more rocks and I want to add more things so that way there it looks a little bit better. But I tried my hand out to this little sunken area, which I've seen a lot of people do, and I think it came out all right. But we will see as time goes on. Sometimes they say that they like it, the animals, and then you come back the next day and they're like, I don't like it. We already have high amounts of litter in our park, so I did hire another caretaker, so hopefully they will go around and clean up. That's what I hate about putting in food places, because it just gets too overwhelming with all of the litter. But you have to have your guests be able to eat, otherwise I don't think that they will come. But anyways, you guys, I think in the next part I will do the same thing as I did in this part. I'll just hopefully we can get a little bit more money so we can add another habitat. I'm thinking another like 15 grand, and we can probably add another habitat. But I don't know, I'm really loving this biome. Not a lot of bad weather, pretty good weather, I would say. You get really good shots and screenshots. And it's just a lot better. Not a lot of snow, not a lot of rain. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to end the part right here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I will talk to you all in the next video.